What's good, everybody? Appreciate you checking in. All right, there's no big Raider news, no big roster moves or anything like that. But I did want to come on here and kind of share with you my opinion on what I've been seeing this entire past weekend. We're one full weekend into college football. We haven't even played a single NFL game. We're just now prepping. We're prepping to go into Los Angeles and face the Chargers. And we already have not only reports coming out as well as people flooding social media about what they want to see and what they want the future of this quarterback position to look like going into next year. And again, we haven't even played a single game this NFL season. So I kind of want to come on here, give you my thoughts and my opinion. And so get ready in that comment section, whether you agree or disagree. But usually at this point, I say, please like this video, and maybe you want to wait a second to see if you want to like this video, because I'm going to give you my true thoughts. I'm going to throw this down, and again, get right in that comment section. Let me know what your thoughts are. But if you want to do so, you can hit that like button. But if you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. I'm doing my next giveaway at 4,000 subscribers. So if you want to be including that, hit that subscribe button, but also hit that notification bell, because then you'll know when that giveaway does go down and when I drop new content. So let's kind of get into it. I'm going to pull up an article. Again, this is one of many. So this is one article from Heavy on Raiders. Calls for Raiders to go after Shedeur Sanders, grow after dynamic performance. Again, this is after one college game, and we haven't even played a single NFL game. And then you got posts like this: if I'm the Raiders, I would taint to get Shedeur Sanders. And then you got look, shout out to Mitchell Renz. He does a really good job of reporting, but to even 2 days ago, to even start talking about Shedeur Sanders and drafting Shedeur Sanders, I think is it's just stupid in my opinion. And then you got a pretty big Facebook group page, and this person is the actual owner of this Facebook page, already listing a bunch of quarterbacks that the Raiders have to go after next year. Some of these names are going to be top first round quarterbacks, and I'll get into what it's going to take for us and the likelihood of us possibly going up to get a quarterback next year. But there are a pretty big Facebook page is already listing quarterbacks that we need to go after next season. Then you got another person coming on saying word around the NFL is both Dallas Cowboys and Las Vegas Raiders are looking to draft Shedeur Sanders and hire Coach Prime. I mean, this is my opinion. It's just crazy. It's absolutely stupid to start talking about drafting an early round, a top projected quarterback at this point. We haven't even played a single NFL game. Now, I understand there's a lot of you that aren't satisfied with what our quarterback situation looks like right now, right? You may not think Gardner Minshew's the guy. You may think that Aiden O'Connell should have started. You may think both of them aren't the answer. You might want to trade it up in the draft to draft a quarterback. You might have wanted us just to draft a quarterback in last year's draft, and it didn't happen. So I understand there's a lot of frustration, okay? But at the end of the day, this is where we are. This is the situation that we're in. The one thing that I'm holding on to and holding hope onto is that our defense is going to be good enough to get us enough wins to possibly make the playoffs. And I think Gardner Minshew, or if Aiden O'Connell comes in and plays at some point, they're good enough to balance, to do what it takes to allow our defense to do their thing, and we can potentially have a chance at the playoffs this year. But for you that are basically already saying tank to go get Shedeur Sanders or a top quarterback, or you want us to be in position to get a top first round draft pick next year, that means you're basically saying tank this season. If you want to sit there and say, lose a bunch of games so we can get a top quarterback next year, then do us all a favor. Just don't watch this season. Don't watch any Raider games this season. Just come back to us when the draft goes on next year. In all honesty, because at the end of the day, like I just said, this is our situation. These are the quarterbacks we're rolling with. All right. And we haven't played a single game just yet. And so even though I'm not extremely happy where we are with the quarterback position, I do wish we would have picked up maybe another quarterback in the draft. But you know what? I'm cool with where we're at. I'm hoping that our defense battles like we know they're going to and be that top 10, potentially top 5 defense and give us a shot at the playoffs this year. That's what I'm hoping for. And that's what I'm going into the season with. Now, the only thing I'll say is there's no problem with coming on and talking about what your opinion is of a quarterback, whether they're going to be good or not in the NFL. I did a live last week, and there was someone in the chat that said this was before even the college games went on this weekend, and asked, what do you think of Shedeur Sanders? And my first feedback was, one, I hope we have no shot at getting him, because that means that we possibly made the playoffs, or we're picking in the mid to late portion of the first round. That's my first thought. But there's no problem. There's no problem with talking about whether or not you think a quarterback is going to be NFL ready. You can critique a quarterback. You can talk about them. You can talk about who's going to be the better quarterback coming out of the draft next year. But if you're already talking about tanking, or you're already talking about you want a top quarterback, that basically means you want us to lose almost every single game or be the worst this season so we have a chance. Because if you guys did any homework, you got to understand what Tom Telesco is, what Tom Telesco's draft strategy is. He will not trade up. He didn't trade up this year. There were rumors that he might have traded up a couple spots to possibly get a Michael Penix, maybe even a Bo Nix, but he did. There were some rumors that he would move up a little bit, but there was no way we were getting Caleb Williams. There was no way we were getting Jaden Daniels. It just wasn't happening. All right. And so if you think that we're going to be a decent team and still trade up to go get a quarterback, it's not going to happen. So if you want a top quarterback, that means we're tanking this year. And if you want to tank, then again, just step away. Don't watch this season. It's frustrating as hell. Now, if you want to start talking about a quarterback when we get halfway through the season, when we're halfway through the season, all of a sudden we're 3-6 or we're 2-7, and the outlook of the season just isn't looking very good. Okay, at that point, we can start talking about quarterbacks. We can start talking about, who's going to be a good fit for the Raiders. I understand that at that point, but we haven't even played a single game yet. Why is anybody talking about a quarterback we should go after when we have a damn good defense that could possibly, as long as our quarterbacks can play decent football, turnover-free football, make some good decisions, do enough to not lose us a game, we have a good enough defense that could possibly give us a run for the playoffs. And that's what I'm banking on going into the season. We haven't even played a single game, and we already have people going out there saying we either need to tank or we need to start targeting certain quarterbacks. No, I'm not looking at any quarterbacks. I could care less about any college quarterbacks at this point in time. Why? Because I want to see our Raiders win. I want to see our Raiders thrive this season. And if you want to as well, you won't be looking at any quarterbacks. You won't be going on social media and thinking this is the future of the Raiders franchise. Get out of here with that. That's all I got to say. And so, again, I know I told you in the beginning, you may or may not like this video. So let me know in the comment section down below how you feel. Give me your opinion on it. If you do want to hit that like button, I would definitely appreciate it. It helps me out. But at the end of the day, if you want to subscribe, hit that subscribe button. If you want to be included in my next giveaway at 4,000 subscribers and all my giveaways after that, hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell. So, again, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you guys on the next video. I'm out.